Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Origin. Today we dive into the fascinating intersection of blockchain technology and the luxury industry with Pierre Beunardeau, CEO of Galileo Protocol. We'll explore his journey as a leader, the groundbreaking innovation Galileo is bringing to sectors like luxury, automotive and real estate, and the strategic vision shaping the future of blockchain. Get ready for inspiring insight on leadership, partnerships, and the transformative power of technology in an ever-evolving industry. Let's get started. Hi Pierre, can you share your journey and the key milestones that led you to the role of CEO of Galileo Protocol?
Hi everyone, my name is Pierre Beunardeau. I am the CEO of Galileo Network, developing the Galileo protocol, and I have been passionate about entrepreneurship and blockchain since 2016 when I first started exploring how this technology could change the way we manage our assets and data. And over the years, I have been driven by two core values: independence and impact. The freedom to create meaningful projects that challenge the status quo and make a difference in people's life. At Galileo Protocol, we are redefining how industries like luxury, automotive, and real estate approach authenticity, traceability, and ownership. We are using blockchain, AI, and Internet of Things, and we have been building a platform that empowers individuals and brands to manage and protect their assets in ways that are transparent, sustainable, and forward-thinking. It's a bit of a long story, but I will try to keep it simple. I got into crypto back in 2016, and at that time, I would save up about 100 euros a month to invest into crypto and a little bit in stocks. And I didn't really know where it would lead me, but I was fascinated by the idea of managing your finance and even your data without needing an intermediary. It felt like a real revelation, but also philosophy. And as for my education, my path has been pretty unconventional. I started with an high school diplomas, and I went on studying audiovisual production with a BTS, and later I joined a business school focused on entrepreneurship. Meanwhile, I became an entrepreneur pretty early on in 2014-ish. I started a small agency building website. It wasn't anything huge, but it gave me my first taste of creating value and running a business. So the idea of Galileo Protocol started forming in 2021-2022. It came from a mix of my personal experience with a few very specific haha moments. The first example was my fiancée Ines was looking for a Louis Vuitton bag on eBay. Everything seemed perfect. The photography looked legit, and there was even an invoice, but when the bag arrived, it turned out to be fake. And the invoice, it was Photoshop. That really stuck with me, the realization that you can always trust what you are buying. The second example, I was inspired by Beeple, the NFT artist, who sold a piece called Human One. And instead of going through a notary to certify it, he issued an NFT on the Ethereum blockchain and handled it directly to his buyers. That kind of innovation showed me how blockchain could completely transform systems that have been in place for centuries. And the third example, in the crypto space, I was looking for ways to invest my USDT in tangible assets. That's when I discovered a protocol called Realty. It tokenizes real-world assets like real estate and allow fractional ownership. Basically, you can invest a small amount and get a token, an NFT that represents your share. And this NFT even lets you earn rental income. And seeing how blockchain could break down investment barriers was a game changer for me. And that's how Galileo was born. In 2022, we launched the project. We raised funds, started building the product, and now Galileo has several key components: a tokenization platform, a marketplace, a crypto payment module, and our big 2025 initiative, Project Neo. At its core, it's a mission. The goal is to guarantee the authenticity and traceability of physical product using blockchain. But it's more than that. We want to give people a simple solution, an application where they can manage the value of their luxury assets, track their provenance, and even organize ownership. It's like merging cutting-edge tech with accessible wealth management. Why does this matter so much to me? Because we are living in a time where trust has to be earned, and technology can play a big role in rebuilding it. Galileo is my way of contributing to that, bridging together innovation and simplicity to make ownership meaningful again.
What inspirations or market opportunities convince you to find or join Galileo Protocol?
Honestly, entrepreneurship has always been a no-brainer for me. But it's not just about doing business. What truly drives me are two fundamental values: geographic independence and financial independence. I have never really seen myself working for someone else. For me, it's always been about building something meaningful, something that can have a real impact on the world. When I got into crypto in 2016, it was like a light bulb went off. This technology is just incredible. It can do so many things, but what really stand out to me was its potential to guarantee authenticity and traceability, whether for digital assets or physical ones. So what sparked Galileo? The real spark came at the end of the 2021 bull run when interest rates started going up and we entered a bear market. That was when I stepped back to reflect. I had to build resources, both intellectually and financially, and I thought to myself, all right, now it's the time to create something meaningful, something bigger than just riding the wave. Experiences like my fiance's story with the fake Louis Vuitton bag, people using NFT to certify authenticity, and even the tokenized real estate model from Realty gave me the confidence to create a protocol that will use NFT to solve real-world problems around authenticity and traceability. Key trends that shaped my vision: when you step back and look at the big picture, a few major trends stand out. The first one was about the centralization and bureaucracy. Whether it's managing apartments, vehicle, or luxury product, everything today is super paper-based, overly centralized, and vulnerable to counterfeiting. Supply chain traceability is often a complete mess. But also the crypto utility. There is a huge opportunity to let crypto investors actually use their assets to purchase real goods and services directly with the crypto rather than just holding it. But there are also the challenges within the luxury industry: counterfeiting, traceability, circular economy practices, technical integration, and sustainability are all pressing issues. And these principles are really what define my mission with Galileo. It's about using technology to solve this problem and creating a system where people can manage and verify their assets with ease and confidence. That's what I'm here to build.
What is Galileo Protocol's main mission, and how do you stand out on the demanding luxury market?
As I mentioned earlier, the mission of Galileo Protocol is to completely redefine the way we are managing assets. We are leveraging blockchain and tokenization to give people the tools to manage their wealth from a single application. And with Galileo, you can tokenize your physical object, creating a digital representation that guarantees authenticity, traceability, and ownership. But it doesn't stop there. This approach also brings more transparency, fight counterfeiting, and support a more sustainable and circular economy. And the goal is to tackle some of the biggest challenges facing the luxury industry today. And we see a major one: counterfeiting. That's a massive issue. And we aim to eliminate it by using blockchain technology to authenticate items at every step. The second problem is the lack of traceability. From raw material to the final product, we provide tools to track everything, which is crucial for both brands and customers. But there is also the bureaucracy or the administrative burden, because managing assets like luxury goods, car, or real estate is still bogged down by outdated system and paperwork, and we are streamlining all of that. But also the technical integration. You know that the luxury industry has been slow to adopt cutting-edge technology, and we are bridging the gap by combining blockchain, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence to enhance our luxury goods are managed and tracked. Also, the appealing to younger generation, millennials and Generation Z, care about sustainability, transparency, and digital innovation. And Galileo aligns perfectly with this value. At the end of the day, our mission is about creating a user-friendly solution where people can manage, authenticate, and even transfer ownership of their luxury assets in a way that is simple, secure, and future-proof. We see Galileo as a key player in helping the luxury market evolve, making it more sustainable, transparent, and connect the value of the next generation.
How does the Leox token play a central role in this ecosystem?
So the Leox token is designed as a utility token, which means it's all about providing access to goods and services within our ecosystem. Think of it as a next-gen loyalty program. Users can earn Leox in ways that reward positive behaviors and active engagement on the platform. You might be wondering how it works. It functions a bit like airline miles. The more you use the ecosystem, the more Leox tokens that you can accumulate. And the users can unlock different tiers like bronze, VIP statue, or other exclusive statues based on their activity. These statues come with benefits and perks that enhance the user experience. Like I told you, Leox is acting as a loyalty point, but they are more versatile. They can be used to access exclusive goods and services or even traded on the market. And at its core, Leox is part of this new wave of gamification in tech. It's about creating a dynamic where users are rewarded for their engagement, whether it's by interacting with the platform, maintaining good practice, or actively participating in the ecosystem. Leox is there to add value and to reward that involvement. That's not just a token. It's a way to build a community, foster engagement, and drive adoption in this evolving industry. And for users, it means being part of an ecosystem that recognizes and rewards their contribution.
What is your vision for the future of blockchain technology in luxury and traceability?
Thank you for the question, Laurette. And I think blockchain is going to completely transform the way we think about ownership and authenticity, especially in the industries like luxury or aviation. And right now, the world is full of doubt. Can you trust that a luxury item is real? Do you know where it came from? And honestly, the system we have been using for decades just don't work anymore. Blockchain fixes that in such a simple yet powerful way. And for me, the future is all about trust and transparency. Imagine a world where every luxury item has a digital passport created on the blockchain that tells its entire story, its heritage, where it was made, who owned it before, how it was transported. It's not just about saying that's authentic, but that's also giving the people a deeper connection to the things they own. It's about making ownership meaningful again. But it's bigger than just luxury. Blockchain in traceability means we can tackle so many issues, counterfeiting, yes, but also sustainability. If you can track every step of a product journey, you can start holding brands accountable for their environmental impacts. You can make sure materials are ethically sourced. It's about creating a system that not only secure but also align with the values of the new generation. People who care about how things are made and where they come from. You see, blockchain, for me, can be considered as a bridge between tradition and technology. Luxury has always been about storytelling, heritage, every item has an history, a soul. Blockchain just gives us the tools to preserve and share those stories in ways that are unbreakable. And in the end, it's not just about the tech. It's about how we use it to create a more honest, sustainable, and connected world. And that's the future I want Galileo to help build.
What key innovations does Galileo protocol brings to the luxury, automotive, and real estate sectors?
I like your question because Galileo protocol is all about connecting tradition with technology in a way that makes things simpler, more secure, and more transparent. And for industries like, yes, luxury, but also automotive and real estate, we are solving some of their biggest challenges with tools like blockchain, NFT, and artificial intelligence. Let me tell you what we are bringing to the table. like I was telling you before, so we are bringing more transparency and authenticity in the luxury sector because the counterfeiting is a massive problem. And with Galileo, every product can have its own digital passport stored on these distributed ledgers that we call the blockchain. It's like a tamper-proof certificate that proves where it came from, who's owned it, and even how it was made. This gives the buyers and sellers a complete confidence in the item's authenticity. But there is something very interesting. That's the fractional ownership for real estate. You know that real estate has always been about big investment and are barriers to entry. And with the tokenization, Galileo make it possible to fractionalize ownership of property. What does it mean? It means that the people can invest in real estate with a small amount, making it more accessible while still proving clear and secure ownership through non-fungible token, what we call a PNFT, a physical non-fungible token. But also sustainability and circular economy, two big words today, because in all this industry, sustainability is becoming a priority. With our traceability tools, brands can create every step of their supply chain and prove they are using ethical and sustainable practice. This is huge for attracting a younger generation, co-conscious consumers.
What major challenges have you faced as CEO and what lessons have you learned from them?
Another big one is managing a remote team of 30 people. It's not easy to keep everyone aligned when you are all scattered across different time zones and cultures, and communication becomes everything. Laurette, I have learned that being clear, consistent, and honest with your team is the key to building trust, even when you are not in the same room. And then there are the legal challenges. In this space, you occasionally run into people who think they can scam the community. And for instance, we have had individuals try to claim millions of Leox tokens they weren't entitled to. And it's frustrating, but also a reminder of why we are there. Blockchain is about trust and accountability. And these experiences have taught me to stay vigilant and to always protect the interest of the company, but also the community. The biggest lesson from all of this, you can control everything, but you can control how you respond. And challenges are inevitable, but there are also opportunities to grow, also to learn, and to get better. And being a CEO is about staying grounded, leading with integrity, and always keeping the bigger picture in mind.
How do you foster innovation and excellence within your team?
In my opinion, fostering innovation and excellence start with creating an environment where people feel inspired, supported, and free to think outside the box. For me, that's about setting a tone where creativity isn't just encouraged, but also expected. One thing I focus on is building trust. When you are leading a team, especially a remote one like ours, people need to know they can share their ideas without fear of being shut down or judged. Some of the best innovation come from ideas that might seem crazy at the first, but they only surface when the team feels safe enough to take risk. Another key is clarity of vision. Everyone on the team needs to understand not just what we are doing, but also why we are doing. When the people see the bigger picture, they are more likely to bring fresh perspective and go the extra mile. It's not just about completing tasks, it's about contributing to something bigger than yourself. And I also try to encourage collaboration over competition in our team. No one is working in isolation, whether it's brainstorming session, cross-department project, or just bouncing ideas of each other. The goal is to combine everyone's strength to create something incredible. And I'm thinking about also the fact to give people ownership. And what do I mean by that is like when someone has the space to take charge of a project, they don't just show up, they innovate, they take pride in what they are doing and naturally push for excellence because they feel invested in the outcome. And lastly, Laurette, I believe in continuous learning because blockchain is one of the fastest moving industry. So we are always encouraging the teams to stay curious, explore new tools and challenge themselves. Because innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It comes from constantly expanding your knowledge and staying ahead of the curve. And at the end of the day, fostering innovation and excellence is about balancing structure and freedom. You set the foundation, but then you give your team the room to create, experiment, and thrive. And I think that's where the magic happens, outside of the comfort zone.
What are your strategic objectives for 2025, particularly regarding international trade shows?
Interesting questions, because 2025 is around the corner and we want to execute our go-to-market strategy in a way that positions Galileo as a leader in the blockchain-powered luxury and asset management space. International trade shows are a huge part of that plan. They are the perfect stage to showcase what we have been building and connect directly with key players in the industry. Yeah, so we are planning to use these events, first one to showcase our technology. It gives us the chance to demonstrate our platform in action, how tokenization, digital passport, and blockchain solution can address real-world challenges, like I was saying, authenticity, traceability, but also sustainability. It's about moving from this what we do to this how we are solving your problem. The second stage that I see is the partnership building, and these events are great for connecting with luxury brands, but also automotive giants like Porsche, and also real estate players who are looking for innovative solutions. I think partnerships are key to our growth strategy, and this shows, these events are where those conversations happen. The third pillar that I see is the brand awareness, because 2025 is about making Galileo protocol a recognizable name, not just in the blockchain, but across all the industry, and to position Galileo as a fintech company. And this event let us reach new market and audiences, especially internationally, and show them how our technology can bring value to their businesses. We need in 2025 also to do a lot of market research. And while we are showcasing our product, we are also listening. And these shows, these events are a goldmine for feedbacks and insight into what the market needs, what competitors are doing, and how we can refine our offering to stay ahead. Because my ultimate goal is to use this shows as a launchpad for our solution, particularly for our project Neo, which is all about simplifying asset management for luxury automotive and real estate sectors. These events will help us solidify our presence in the global market and set the tone for Galileo's growth moving forward. So, to me, 2025 is a huge milestone for us. Isn't just about participating, it's about making a statement and driving adoption. These shows and events will be our bridge to connect with the industry we serve and accelerate our journey to become a market leader.
What is your approach to building strong partnerships with luxury brands?
The immediate answer to me is the shared value. And because we are focusing on the sustainability, the transparency, and the innovation. But also we want to be in an ecosystem where we are co-creating value and to collaborate with brands to create bespoke blockchain solutions tailored to their needs. But from this relation, we need to build long-term relation and to cultivate trust and commitment by delivering measurable results and share success. And finally, through this collaboration, we want to work with all the regulators and the luxury brands in order to push the boundary and to redefine industry standards.
What do you envision for Galileo protocol in 5 to 10 years?
Honestly, it's difficult to project myself, but when I look in the future, I see Galileo protocol becoming a real game changer in how people manage and interact with their valuable asset. I imagine a world where using blockchain for authenticity, traceability, and ownership is as easy and common as using smartphones and credit cards today. And I see us creating an ecosystem that is widely adopted across the luxury, automotive, and real estate industry. We will have helped redefine these sectors by making everything more transparent, efficient, and user-friendly. Managing your asset will be as simple as checking your social media. Just open the app and everything you need is right there. We are going to integrate also more advanced technologies like AI, IoT to make asset management not just secure, but also smart and intuitive. Just think about your assets communicating with you, sending updates on their status, value changes, or even maintenance needs, all seamlessly through our platform. But by then, we will have built strong partnerships with major global brands, and our digital passport concept will be the industry standard. That's my goal for authenticity and traceability. We've aligned our technology with regulatory standards like those set by the European Union. So we are not just innovative, but we are also compliant and ahead of the curve. And I love this question because I also believe Galileo will play a significant role in promoting sustainability and ethical practices, providing, I repeat, transparent supply chain and encouraging a circular economy. We will help clients make more informed choices and push industries toward more responsible practices. So ultimately, in 5 to 10 years, I want Galileo to be synonymous with trust, innovation, and positive impact, a platform that is truly changing how people think about ownership and value in the digital age, creating a future where technology empowers people, make life easier, and contributes to a better world.
What advice would you give to entrepreneurs looking to integrate blockchain into their businesses?
An advice to entrepreneurs that wants to integrate blockchain into business. So I think I would say to any entrepreneurs looking to dive into blockchain, start with problem, not with the technology. Blockchain is an incredible tool, but it's not a magic solution. You need to clearly understand the pain point you are solving and why blockchain is the best way to address them. If you are adding it just because it sounds cool, you will struggle to create real value. I think what you need to do is to keep it simple in a technology that sounds very complex for all the people. Blockchain can get technical very fast, but your end users don't need to know all about the details. Focus on creating seamless experience where the tech works in the background. The best blockchain applications are the ones where people see the benefits without even realizing it's blockchain powered. The next thing is about staying vigilant about the regulation, because this space is moving very fast and the laws around blockchain and crypto and tokenization are constantly evolving. Just to make sure you are working with experts and staying ahead of compliance. For instance, in Europe, the push for digital passport and sustainability standard is a huge opportunity if you align with it, but a challenge if you ignore it. About blockchain, you have to think about scalability. Don't just think about what your business needs today, but plan for where it could go in the future. And blockchain is all about decentralization and scalability. So make sure the technology you choose can grow with your vision. The next point that I will give is to educate your team and your community, because blockchain is still new for a lot of people and it can feel intimidating. Take the time to educate your team and your audience about what you are building, how it works, and what it matters. The more people understand, the more trust and adoption you will gain. And lastly, my last advice will be about staying patient, but also persistent, because this technology is exciting, yes, but it's also demanding. There will be hurdles, technical challenges, regulatory shifts, but also skepticism from others. So just stay focused on your vision and remember that innovation takes time. And at the end, blockchain is not about the tech. That's about building trust, transparency, and efficiency. And if you stay true to those principles, you will not only integrate blockchain effectively, but also create something meaningful for your business, but also for your customers.
If you had to summarize in one sentence the impact you wish to have on the luxury industry, what would it be?
In one sentence, I want to redefine the luxury industry by bringing authenticity, transparency, and sustainability to the forefront using blockchain to create a deeper connection between brands, their story, and the people who value them.
What question do you wish we had asked you, but we didn't?
I wish you ask what motivates you to keep going even when things are getting a little bit difficult. Because in an industry as challenging and fast-paced as blockchain, staying motivated is everything. For me, it's about knowing that we are not just building tech, we are creating solutions that could redefine trust, reshape industry, and leave a lasting impact on how people connect with their assets and their values.
Finally, how can your audience follow your projects or learn more about Galileo Protocol?
The best way to stay updated on everything we are working on is to check our website galileoprotocol.io, where you will find all the details about our project, vision, team, but also announcements and news. But also we are big on social media, and you can go on Twitter, X, but also LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. We are sharing updates, behind the scenes, insights, and ways to engage with our community. And if you are really curious, feel free to join our Telegram community also as well. That's a great space to connect directly with us, ask questions, and get involved in the conversation about blockchain, luxury, and everything we are building. We would love for you to follow along and be part of the journey as we keep pushing boundaries and shaping the future of blockchain in the luxury space.